welcome back to Fallout 2. We are in a village near Vault City. Citizen Sergeant Stark gave us a mission to clear out some mole rats. Yeah, there is a village full of them. Everything should explode. Okay. The villagers don't seem too bothered, so let's see what's going on. Stay where you are for now, Wanderer. What are you doing here? Why, what's it to you? Bet those bastards at Vault City sent you. Well, best be off and leave everything else alive. Why? Those creatures are the only thing stopping Vault City from making us their so-called servants. They didn't tell me that. You believe them at face value. You've a lot to learn about the world, friend. What can I do to help? Sure, they're any kind of fight. They run for the hills. If we had a few guns, I think we could hold them off. What sort of guns are you looking for? Serious about helping us? Alright, if you're up for it, then some rifles would be ideal. If you truly want to help, then bring us some automatic rifles. 4. Wow, okay. And a shotgun. You don't want much, do you? There's a reasonable man on the council in Vault City, senior council member McClure. So basically, McClure is the go-to solve problem solution thing to everything. Gecko, this, probably something else as well. You really think any of those big shot council members give a damn about what happens to us? Don't be so naive. Okay. Alright, so we can just murder all these rats, or we can find the peaceful solution, go speak to Joe in Vault City. We'll do that. Welcome. Let's see how welcome I am when I start rooting through your stuff. Oh no, still welcome. Right. Yeah, we'll do this mission. I don't want to spend too much time farting around doing inconsequential stuff at the moment. I'd rather move the story forward a little bit. That involves going to places like Vault 15, San Francisco. I just basically getting some progress made. There's one particular reason I want to go to San Francisco, and that's to speak to the Brotherhood of Steel, because I'm going to need their type of hardware until we get to the Enclave base, so Navarro or the other place, which I won't spoil. Then, yeah, we're going to be dealing with sort of pretty inferior weapons and armor as well. So let's find this Joe guy. I wonder if this is him. Nope, that's not him. Could that be him? No, that's not him either. Looks like that could be our guy. You see an old man with a crazy gleam in his eye. Yeah, I'd say that's probably the guy we're looking for. Is he wearing different coloured trousers? Yeah, he is. Haven't seen you in a while. It's been a while, but what have you been doing? Do I know you? It has been a while. What have you been up to? I don't know who the hell you are. You look so familiar, though. Must be my old eyes. Good day to you. Wait a minute, Connor told me you had information. Did he introduce himself? I can't remember. He's a good guy. I've been keeping my eye on things for him. So what exactly does Connor want now? He's interested in getting some weaponry to fight off the Vault City patrols. But I convinced him there's a better solution. That's his new plan. Connor's a good man, but he doesn't always think things all the way through. Sometimes it's best to talk things out and try and reason with people. That's a lesson I learned from my old friend, the Vault Dweller. Hang on a minute. You're way too young to have known the Vault Dweller. Yeah, best bet. He's the other one on the council that has a reasonable soul. What about the mole rats? Where they're from? Who's controlling them? That I'm not sure about. A bunch of ghouls came by with them. They were carrying strange amulets and talking about some renewal. Yeah, so it's linked to the mole rat under Gecko. You might want to check out Gecko, though. That place is bustling with ghouls. Speaking of big rats, did I ever tell you about the time the Vault Dweller and I went to Vault 15? Is this Ian? Okay. The only person the Vault Dweller ever went to Vault 15 with, insofar as my playthrough, was Ian. So unless Ian's renamed himself to Joe. But as we all know far too well, none of the companions survived. Oh, for God's sake, I keep forgetting Lenny's with me. Lenny, sorry about this. I'd take you in if I could. Oh. But I can't. So you stay put. At some point, probably head to Sulik's village as well and let them know that he popped it. So, quick word with Councilman McClure, and then we will head straight to Vault 15. Could do with another companion, but we don't get any decent ones now until Vault 13. I mean, Myron is a companion you can pick up, but he's not great. He's a science companion. Do you know anything about the nearby village that's swarming with mole rats? Yes, Sergeant Stark reported something on this to me recently. What interest do you have in this matter? Is it true you intend to make servants out of these people? Recruiting servants is not the issue here. The issue is the threat that these monsters pose to Vault City. According to Sergeant Stark's report, the people of the village seem to coexist with these huge rat creatures. If that's true, they may have found a way to control them, and perhaps that's why these creatures have begun to attack our patrols. Okay. I assure you the people of that village aren't controlling the mole rats. In fact, I've got a proposition for you. I'll take care of the mole rat problem, and in return, I want your assurance that Vault City will leave the people of that village alone. I think I might know what is controlling them. You're a good man. I'll be back once the problem's taken care of. I wonder if this means I have to eliminate the other rat creature under Gecko. This, you might be able to tell from my sort of confused approach to it, is not something that was included in the vanilla game and isn't a quest that I do or have done before. So this is new to me. Yeah, believe it or not, the game came out in sort of mid to late 90s. It is a game that's still showing me things I've never seen before. Let's go, Lenny. That's one of the things that I love about, you know, text-based adventures and things like that. Even ones with a fancier sort of user interface and graphics like this. The scope is just so much wider, in my opinion, for stuff than if you're relying on like voice acting, fancy graphics, stuff like that. Okay. So from the looks of things, we are going to have to go and deal with this rat. Hopefully there is a peaceful solution to it. If not, then it's sun's out, guns out. Lenny, you don't have a weapon, do you? Oh, you do. You've got a pipe rifle. Well, that, my friend, ain't gonna cut the mustard. But hopefully you won't need it. So yeah, the pipe rifles only carry one single round. They're reintroduced as weapons that you can use in third game? Fallout 3, I think. Pipe weapon, like basically makeshift weaponry that people have put together after the nuclear holocaust. So let's speak to the brain. Hello. You've done well. Yep, we've already heard this bit. Vault 6 patrols keep getting attacked by mole rats. I assume you're behind this. Of course I am. All part of my grand scheme to take over the world. I wouldn't expect your deficient human brain to understand. What concern is it of yours? I just want the mole rats to stop attacking Vault City's patrols. Most interesting. And here I thought you concerned for the well-being of Vault City. Anyway, safety of that village is integral to my plan. Okay. That's interesting. Did I say that I was going to go back to McClure? Yeah, so it's a Vault City problem. Okay. Quickly head back to Vault City and then we'll go to Vault 15. We'll need to get our gear together and really sort of look at combat tactics, because I don't want Cassidy sat on the sidelines. I don't know. Let me just have a quick look at his combat tactics, because the last few fights he's done bugger all.
What's up? You got that? I need to tell you something you might not like. Look again.
Yeah. Alright, so burst, be absolutely sure not to hit me. Yeah, don't run away as much. Distance. I'm going to say on your own. I don't want you hanging around too close to me. I mean, it is helpful for when, you know, you've got enemies, you've got companions charging off into the heat of battle, and they just end up getting mowed down. But I don't know. It looks like I've been too cautious with him, and he's just sticking close by me, regardless. We'll try it out. See what we can get done. Just going to check a couple of the houses here as well, because there is some stuff in these shacks you can take. I don't know if I mentioned the first time I came in here on this playthrough. When I used to play the vanilla game, I don't know whether it was a bug or not, but the ghouls for some reason seemed to have this inclination to attack me for no reason. You'd spend maybe sort of 10-15 minutes wandering around, go in the power plant, come back out again. It's usually more often than not it was in this area, and they'd just start combat for no reason at all, or at least no reason I could tell. While we're here, we may as well get Woos to tell us the story, and maybe play a round of Tragic the Garnering. Come on then, Woos, tell us the story. What do you do here? I run this place. Are you dumb? I sell drinks, trade for things, tell stories. Tell stories. I've got this great story. It's really funny. See, there's his head, right? A head. Yep, it's a head, but it's not attached to a body. You see, it's been severed. A severed head. I see. And this becomes entertaining when? Hold on a minute. This severed head, you see, it's in hell. It flies around there, you know, in hell, and it runs into all kinds of famous people there. Ho, ho, ho. Where a severed head is in hell, and it flies around doing what? Well, it's doing stuff. You know, it's got things that it wants to do, or maybe things that it's forced to do. The point is, it's doing stuff, you know. They're in hell. Oh, God. I just can't stand it. You kind of obsess about this, don't you? Were you and your mother close? Did you ever have problems with bedwetting? No, you just don't understand. It's all about a severed head. Get it? It's funny. How can you think about a severed head in hell of all places and not laugh? Woos, I don't know you very well. I'm pretty sure I don't want to. However, I can think I can say without fear of exaggeration that you need help. Immediate, competent help. Or you can tell him it's very funny. Play Tragic. Are you dumb? Tragic the Garnering is the most addictive thing since Jet. Tell me about it. Isn't just a game, it's an obsession, not a clone either. Something that it changes a person's life. Something that the way it changes a person's life is tragic, but they just don't understand. No, really, it's wonderful. You should play it just once. The first box of cards is free. A little something from me to you. It's based on that. I don't know if my camera's inverted, so probably back to front. But yeah, Magic the Gathering. And it is very addictive. I can attest to that. These look great. Tear the wrapping off. I just love that smell. That's just the first part. Now you're one of us. Want to play a game? Sure, but you're going to have to show me how. It's simple, really. Even someone as dumb as you can understand. First, build a play deck out of the cards that you have, and then you ... okay, so you say you deal with the third player unless it's Thursday. Okay, I think I've got it. Now let's play. I won. Fuck you. You are dumb. I've crushed you, and now I can build an even better deck with your cards. What a surprise. At least I didn't have to listen to one of your stories. Goodbye. Okay, so that was fun. Complete waste of time, but fun. Back to Vault City. I wonder. Oh no, it drops us outside the gate. Yeah, I was just going to say, if we choose to just go straight into the city with Lenny and our party, would it let us in? But no. So, weapons-wise, we're fine. We've got the P90 and our H&K cores. Pretty sure Cassidy's got one of those as well. Hooray, leveled up. It's amazing the mole rat attacks on our patrols suddenly stopped without warning. I don't know how you did it, but I thank you. Also, I shall uphold my end of the bargain. I order Stark to cancel the raid at once. As long as the people of that village pose no threat to Vault City, they'll have nothing to fear from us. Groove E. Alright. More points in energy weapons. Said I wasn't going to level up guns anymore, but I lied. Doctor is fine where it is. First aid is now fine where that is. Sneak, I'm going to put a few points into. Lockpick, I'm going to put a few points into as well. Traps does need some attention. That's exactly where I want it to be. Put the rest in sneak. No, I won't. I'm going to need to focus on repair now. Because Vic's dead, he's not going to take care of any of the repair checks for me. So without his assistance, we're essentially relying on our own raw skill. Yeah, the only NPC we've got in the party now who deals with skill checks is Lenny. And as I say, he deals with... something on my keyboard. He deals with medical, which we can handle by ourselves anyway, so that's fine. I think that's it. So, yeah, Vault City's done. Check and see if we've got anything else to do here that we haven't already done. No, that's it. Actually, there is one thing. Raiders. Yeah, Raiders, they've been hitting us pretty hard. Frown, why do you want to know about them? I'd like to try and find their base, maybe stop the attacks if I can. Some kind of good Samaritan, I don't buy it. I've seen enough of the world to know that helping out people seems to come back and help me in the end. Tackling this band of raiders may be more than you can handle. I'd still like to try. Not going to turn down any help at this point. If you find the base, or even better, wipe them out. Tell the first citizen. Where are they striking from? I don't know. These raiders don't make much sense if they are raiders. What do you mean? They've got heavy firepower, expensive firepower, and they know military tactics. They stay in formation, they never cross the lines of fire, and they always stop short of breaking through our defences. They stop short. I've seen them do it. The last attack, they disabled a laser turret on the western perimeter. They had a clear shot into the city, and then I saw one of their captains order them to fall back. Makes no sense. They keep retreating south. Can't spare any men to go and scout the area. I think the raiders have some native guide who leads them through the southern canyons. Plenty of places to hide if you don't know where to look. Places riddled with caves. Okay. So we do now have another mission to locate the raiders who are plaguing Vault City's defences. Slight spoiler, those raiders are affiliated with the bishops in New Reno, the ones that are pushing the perimeter fence. It's just basically to put pressure on them. But that is a quest for another time. That is definitely something that we won't be able to take with just 3 of us. We'll need another companion at the very least. And I'm thinking that companion is going to be Goris. So that makes it even more important to get to Vault 13 as quickly as we can. Speak to the village. Let them know the situation's being taken care of. Yeah, good news. I convinced Vault City Council not to touch your village. Seriously just going to leave us alone? I don't understand. How did you do that? I swear if you're bullshitting me. It's true, trust me. I was able to pull some strings and broker a deal, but the details don't matter. The important thing is that you and your people are safe. My name's Craig. You're always welcome here. Goodbye. Thanks. So there's another 1,200 experience. Our karma must be through the roof at the moment. Saviour of the damned. Liked in Broken Hills, idolised in New Reno. Don't know why that is. Liked, idolised. Yep, so pretty much everywhere we go, people love us. Okay. There is another location up here called the Abbey. We'll check that out later on. San Francisco's down here somewhere, but getting to there risks us running into... Oh, sorry, it's there. Around this area, Navarro's somewhere around here as well on the coast. Heading off in this direction attracts Enclave patrols. Oh, we ran out of power again. In fact, I think even just slightly west of NCR runs the risk of coming into contact with Vault City patrols. I'm going to give Lenny that. I'm also going to give him that because he's not wearing any armour at the moment. What was I doing? Oh yeah, fuel. Dirt. We do have another mission in NCR to kill Carlson, who's the other councilman down there. So we're going to head to NCR. Nope. We're not going to do the mission. We're essentially just going to stop there and just get things prepared. Band of raiders. Shice. Don't attack me, don't attack me. Yeah, nice. Red scorpions. Should not be an issue. Nice. Go on then, use your one round in your pipe rifle there, Lenny. I'm assuming you can use pistols. Did I even give him the pistol? I don't think I did. Hang on a minute. How did you manage to reload? It didn't look as though you had any extra ammo. Unless I didn't spy it. So this is Vault 15. There's a small village just outside of it that the squatters are living in. Talked to a few people. Rebecca, can we talk privately? What do you want to talk to me about? My daughter's missing. I need some help finding her. Can't talk about it here though. Can we go somewhere private? why the need for privacy. You may think I'm crazy, but I get the feeling I'm being watched all the time. It's rather disturbing, and I'm a bit on edge because of it. Okay. Let's go to her tent. Right, I have some questions. What's going on around here? Call this place the Squat because it was settled by the homeless of many cities. It's not much, but it's all we have. To the west is a city called NCR. They've known about us for quite some time and never offered us any kind of help or hindrance. Now they're suddenly claiming this area as their ancestral home, and they want it back. They keep sending people here to try and talk us out of our home, but they don't understand that we have nowhere else to go. We don't have the skills necessary to survive on our own if we leave here. What is it they want so badly? We already know. There's a vault. I think it's number 15. They want to get the loot from... they want to loot it for old technology. Okay. Got it. I'm looking for Vault 13. Okay. Ask NCR. Tell me about the vault. We're not supposed to talk about it, but since I need your help, the vault's being repaired by Darian. He's our benefactor. When it's fully functional, we're all supposed to move in there, where we'll be safe from raiders, slavers and such. So far, yes, the food and water system's up, but that's about it. You know, it's kind of funny that they managed to get something that complex fixed, but not the lights. Damn place is lit by torches. Anyway, Darian doesn't want anyone to know what's going on in the vault. He's afraid that someone will take it all away from us if they find out. So we've tried to drive off anyone who shows up, including the NCR. Right, so they've basically been driving away, in inverted commas, the people who rock up to do trade agreements. So they've been killing them, I suspect. Tell me about Darian. There's not much to say. He keeps to himself, never leaves the vault. If he has anything to say, he says it through Zeke. I've only met him once, and he seemed like a nice guy. Okay. Who's in charge? That'll be Zeke. He runs everything up here. So he's in this building up here. Thanks. Right, let's talk about your problem. A daughter named Chrissy. He's a bit of a tomboy. She likes to run around, explore, and pretty much stick her nose into things. Chrissy's a good kid, though. She doesn't cause trouble, and she's always home on time. She's shown herself to be a very responsible young lady. I let her do as she pleases most of the time. Last week, Chrissy didn't come home. I've asked around. Nobody's seen or heard from her. So, long story short, we need to go look for Chrissy. Hey, there's somebody outside listening to us. I saw the shadow on the tent wall. They just run off that way, points to the northeast. They must have heard everything. I'll try and stop them. Come back here, whoever you are. You. Hi, I'm Dahlia. What can I help you with? Did you see somebody go by here in a hurry? I see people go by here every day. Don't pay much attention to them. Look, a young girl's life's at stake here. The daughter of a worried mother. Can you please help me out? Don't give a red rat's ass. Sorry, I'm just a gun who was hired to stand here and guard this trail. A guy went by here. I let him through because he knew the proper sign. Just like the sign you gave me. Go on, I'm out of here. Thanks, I won't forget this. So we move into... Oh, yeah. Let me move there for a sec. So we're in this area. Building entrance to the vault is there. We need to get past. So I've taken Marcus's minigun because we're probably going to need that in the vault, or maybe even outside of the vault. Since we did have a crash quite recently, I am going to create a new save file. Vault 15. And let's approach the guy at the door. I should shoot you dead, but I'm kind of curious what you could possibly have to say to me. I'm looking for an eavesdropper who came this way. That would be me. Now that you've found me, what's next? Why were you spying on Rebecca? Can't believe that you think you can just waltz in here and you get answers to your questions. Oh, what the hell, you're about to die anyway, and I feel generous. We've got a kid locked in the back room. I've been having some fun with her. That bitch Rebecca has been trying to find her, so we've been keeping an eye open to make sure she doesn't get too close. Hand over the girl, and we can all leave here alive. How should I do that? It's good for your eternal soul. Because I'm the worst thing that you could ever fear happening to you. Hand her over or feel the pain. Because if we fight, one of us will die. I don't want to die any more than you do, so let's end this peacefully. Okay. Yeah, okay. Here's the key to her cell. She's in the back room of the shack. Take her and get out, but don't come back. If I see you again, we'll see who lives and who dies. Thanks, you did the right thing. Unfortunately, I'm not a man of my word. So screw you. That's for kidnapping a child. Come on, bring it on. Don't burst fire. Oh, Cassidy. And you. Go on, die. Right, the reason I did that might have seemed a little bit callous. But this hapless victim here has a sniper rifle, which I want. And she also has some shotgun ammo, which we also need. If Cassidy's going to keep burst firing like that, he's going to need extra ammo. Can't be letting you need a bath or some disinfectant. Take those for the selling. Right. I don't think the door is trapped, as far as I can remember. We just need to unlock it. Yep. If you're here to try and rape me, you're going to be wearing your balls as a bow tie. Well, I'm not here for that. In a nutshell, my name's Chrissy and I'm from the squat. I was out exploring last week when I found the entrance out here. I thought it might be an abandoned mine, so I decided to check it out. It's not a mine, it's a secret entrance into Vault 15. The vault's being used as a base for a band of raiders called the Khans. It's the Khans from the first game. They caught me snooping around and their leader Darian had me locked up in here. People of the squad are protecting these guys by helping them keep the vault secret. They don't know what's really going on. Darian told us the vault was being repaired so we could have a place to live with lots of food and water, but it's all a lie. Been in there and looked around. The vault is dead and the food and water machines don't work. Our food and water has been coming from the spoils of raids against caravans. Gotta go home and warn everyone. Will you take me home? Yes. Live for your life. Cool beans. Right, she's safe. Ooh. I never noticed that before. But we can't get there. How does one get to that? Do you know what? I've never ever noticed that ladder. There doesn't seem to be any path to it. Was this something that's been added to taunt me? Alright, fine. We'll ignore it for the time being. I'm assuming it's nothing. Back to talk to Rebecca. Oh, wrong tent. Hello again. You saved my daughter. I can never repay you for your kindness. Wait here and you talk to Chrissy, then I'd like to talk to you. My daughter's told me everything. I find it hard to believe that Darian is such a monster after all he's been doing for us, and to think we've been helping him hide his operations as a raider. Guarantee you we won't stand for it any longer. I've already talked to Zeke and he wants to see you. Thanks. So 2,500 XP. My knight in shining armour returns. Well, it would shine if you'd clean it every once in a while. I mean, you might want to consider bathing yourself as well. Charming you are. Yep. Okay, so now we can go and talk to Zeke. And he'll give us the skinny on the vault. I think there is an entrance in there. Might be able to pick that lock, but he gives us a key card anyway. I've got some questions. What do you intend to do about the raiders? They have the guns, they control the water, and they control the food. That means they're in charge, period. We have no skills, no means of support without the backing of Darian. How can we turn against him? We're at his mercy. Make a deal with NCR. Well, depends what you have in mind. Join NCR, let them annex your territory and give them access to the vault. In return, they can teach you all the skills you need to survive on your own and offer you protection. Yeah, I like it. You got yourself a deal. Someone has to take care of Darian and his cronies. Should be done now before they realise what's happened and have time to prepare for an attack. Yep, guess it has to be done. Good luck to you and thank you. Where's the vault entrance? Behind that door over there, but it's locked from the other side and trapped too. I don't have any means of opening it. Wait a minute, I found this key card some time ago. Yep, so that's for the secret entrance. Anything else going on? Just the problems with the NCR, but I think the deal you offered will solve that. Okay. So this door's trapped, apparently, and locked from the other side. I mean, it says we failed to find any traps on it, but I will take his word that it is trapped. I'm going to try and pick the lock anyway. Oops. Okay, probably can't do that. Let's just head to the secret entrance. So, use the keycard on the door. Open sesame. Right, we need to choose what we want for going in here. We can talk our way past the guards. It is entirely possible. However, I do want to be ready if the shit does hit the fan. I'm not proficient in any way, shape or form with heavy weapons, although this does look cool. Yeah, can't use them to save my life. So we'll head in. As soon as we get to first level, a guard stops us. I don't think I know you. Who the hell are you? My name's Pat, and I'm new here. Oh yeah, sorry, I didn't recognise you at first. Go on about your business. So yeah, it's fairly easy to talk your way past the first guard with a good speech skill. The trick is, maybe that comes up where that ladder was. Yeah, the trick is not to speak to anybody else because they will ask you the same question, and there is a chance you can fail. So we're just basically going to ignore everybody else. We made it in. That's what counts. So this is the doctor. Hello, I'm Doc Jones. You can call me Doc. What can I help you with? Ask some questions. Do you work for Darian? Well, yes and no. It's not by choice. I'm a prisoner here. Darian is getting up there in years, and he needs a dedicated physician to look after him. Can't help me here for his needs. I'd rather be here for the people in the town above. They have no medical help at all, and there's a lot I can do for them. It's very commendable. So I guess you can't leave. What can you tell me? He's a mental case, plain and simple. He's got more spooks in his head than his dog has fleas. As far as I can figure, he was a member of another gang called the Khans. Kidnapped this girl Tandy and held her for ransom. Her father didn't take too kindly to that and hired some merc to get her back. Darian was the only one to come out alive. Now he's paranoid. He believes that Tandy is out to get him. He's obsessed with revenge and he wants Tandy dead. He's riddled with guilt because he hid and lived rather than dying with his gang. And the list goes on and on. I'm impressed with your knowledge. Mentioned he has a dog. He's got a dog. Personally, I think it's the meanest, most vile creature on the face of the earth. It seems to love Darian though, so I guess it can't be all that bad. Oh well, I've got to go. You take care. Come back if you need anything. So we can get free healing from this guy. We might as well do that now. Since Cassidy kindly shot us in the back. Right. We'll head straight to level 3. That's where Darian is, in the vault control room. So he's there. That's him. That's his dog. This is interesting because Vault 15 doesn't seem to have the Overseer room, whereas Vault 13 does. You remember from the first game we came here, this was all blocked off. There'd been a rock slide, so this area was completely sealed away. These are the computer parts that Vault 15 want, so that's groovy. They can have those.
Yeah?
Come here, I need to trade some stuff. Take good care of my baby. Take that key, you don't need it. Take them. Take that. I'm going to give you the sniper rifle because I just dropped that, didn't I? That's it.
Yeah?
Take the sniper rifle for the time being. That will do. Just need to pick up. I could have just dropped this all in the locker and then just transferred it through, but never mind.
What's up? You got
Doing everything the hard way. And I'll have that back, thanks. Right, cool. So, what we're going to do is start off with these guards here. Everybody will start running towards us, which is pretty much how I want this fight to go. I need everybody in this room though, so Lenny, can you just kindly hurry up? I know you struggle because you're a ghoul, but I need you a bit more spry on your feet than that, please. Come on, Lenny. In the room. Right. That's fine. Everybody's where I want them. Not going to use that just yet. Change that out for that. Load it up. And where's the... There it is. Not that, that. Load it up. Fire in the hole. So that should get their attention. Pretty sure everybody comes... Ooh, wow, wow, wow. Ow. Didn't think you'd have enough action points for that. You bastard. I can do it better than you. Super Stim is called for in that particular instance. Don't have any damage resistance meds, but that does not really matter. We've got plenty of stims and our companions to back us up. Another one? Ooh. Tough guy. What? 2 stim packs and you've still got enough to burst fire? What weapon are you using? I'm calling bullshit on that. Fucking die. Oh my god, guys. Really? Are you even close to being dead? Yes. Right. Don't like that. Don't like that in the slightest. God damn it, Lenny! Alright. Use the other super stim. You know when I said I wasn't too worried about health, I didn't factor in my companions basically shooting me to death. This is absolutely overkill, but I'm annoyed. We missed anyway. Okay, everybody lies dead. Darian's guards are dead. His dog's dead. And Lenny's dead as well. I've honestly got to say I've never cared so little about a companion dying. Seriously, all he did was shoot me in the back and just shamble around behind me. Absolutely useless. Sorry, Lenny, but really not sorry. So, he's down. Darian's body's under here somewhere. I think that's him. Yep, so he's got a flamethrower, which we will have. I popped some buff out in that fight because I was getting reamed. Cassidy,
Yeah.
faithful companion, still here. That's how I'm going to basically gauge the usefulness of companions, is like how much crap I can put them through and still have them standing at the end of it. Right. Thank you. Should really take the assault rifles for selling, but starting to run a bit low on space. This is the main computer for Vault 15, I think. You access the computer and quickly scan all available files. Among some personal journal entries, you find several detailed reports on the NCR. It seems there's a spy on their council. Ooh. So, downloaded the data from the disk. Is there anything else we could do with that terminal? Don't think there is. Other than the information about the NCR spy, the computer contains no useful information. Fine, fine. Now, on this computer here, there was the location of Vault 13, which is handy dandy. We've already got it, so other than the location of Vault 13, the computer holds no useful information. Don't need it anywhere. Now what we can do is we can head down a level to the second floor and wipe everybody out. I think we might just do that. Cass, how you doing? Wounded? Tell you what, Sunshine, have one of these. I think that should do you. Yep, you're unhurt. Cool. I, on the other hand, am not. I took some damage there, mostly due to Lenny. I've got to be honest, Cassidy did shoot me once in the back. But I'll forgive him. So we're down on level 2. The generator's here as well. Now, I'm wondering if I can repair that, or if that's something that's beyond my abilities. This shouldn't be a tough run. For you guys to clear out, but the H&K should make pretty short work of them all. Cassidy's still got his H&K as well. Sorry, HK, of course. So, I don't anticipate this being a very long fight at all. There are also still the guards downstairs as well. They will need to be dealt with at some point, but not right now. We'll have a crack at repairing the generator. Oh yeah, we're losing hit points because of having taken the super stim pack earlier on. Down you go. That guy's on the floor, so probably only needs one hit. Nope, could have done with some more. Yep, eat that buckshot. Actually, I don't know whether the H&K course would fire buckshot or whether it would be slugs. I'm going to assume buckshot because that sounds more painful. Okay, that's all of them once this one's down. Killer. What are you doing? Okay, I'll kill her. You waste time switching your weapon out for whatever it was. It's the second time he's done that. I do wonder what it is exactly he has that he finds more useful than that weapon, because that's the best one he's got as far as I'm aware. Just grabbing anything useful and sellable, because once we get to San Fran, which we will be heading to in this episode, I am determined we're going to get there. Right, Cass, I need you to hold some more stuff.
What's up?
Yes.
You got...
Sorry. Sorry to disturb. Take the flamer if you can. Yep, and the ammo. Take the... I'll keep hold of them, actually. Take those. Take that. I'm probably not going to use any shotgun-based weapons from this point forward, so it's not important I have those. Cassidy, on the other hand, is a dab hand with a shotgun, so he can take those. I do need this type of ammo. And I will certainly take as many grenades as they want to give me. Just going to check the reactor out quickly. Is it repairable? You can't seem to find anything wrong, it just doesn't work. Oh, is that a terminal? Terminal monitors the power generator, indicates that the unit is offline due to a malfunction of some sort. Okay. Can we science it? Nope. Can we repair it? No. Okay. I am going to assume that means that it's not fixable. Capacity's overloaded. I will need to take some stuff off him. Ah, we didn't need to buy one of those. There's a free one in there. I didn't realise that. There's another issue of Cat's Paw. We need 10 of those for the woman in New Reno. We gave one to Typhon in Broken Hills, so we would have had 2. We now have 1. Okay, back to the surface. We do need to go past the gate guards. Whether or not we have to attack them, I don't know. That'd be a yes. Ouch. I've got 4 super stims now. The super stims are my method of choice for dealing with one of the characters towards the very end of the game. It's an interesting way of dealing with it. I don't know if it is the way you're supposed to do it, but it's worked for me in the past. When you see exactly what I mean, it seems like a little bit of a waste. It comes across as kind of, why would you use that for that? But there is method to my madness, as always. How many more of these guys are there? 2, 3. I count 3. 4. 3. 4. Yeah. He has got a nasty looking SMG. So if he burst fires now, I knew he was going to go around the side and do it. Right, could be in trouble. Nope, not in trouble. Guess he's got a power fist. Okay, gonna use another super stim. That'll do, actually. Should have reloaded while I was in the inventory screen. I always do that. Make such a point of taking the quick pockets perk. and then don't use it to good effect. You creeping up over there. I see your game. And this guy's really starting to annoy me. That's the way to deal with him. Okay, she's coming up the hall. So as she approaches, I will try and take her down with sniper rifle fire. Shoot her! Bring her down! Cool. And a level. I like it. I like it a lot. Right, that's everybody in Vault 15 taken care of. A few more points in repair. A few more into lockpick. Some into sneak. I think these are inflated because of, yeah, because I'm using the buff out, my agility's been maxed, so these stats won't be reflective of what I actually have. But we'll put the points in anyway. Stick a couple in unarmed because I do want to come back at some point and do the boxing in New Reno. Just grab all this stuff, leave the knives, take those because we do still have the Magnum, which is still a decent weapon. If slightly irrelevant towards the end of the game. Mentats, we haven't really used a lot of those during the game. Hasn't been a lot of call for it. They mostly increase, what is it, intelligence and perception. So we haven't really needed to use them. What did you have? Assault rifle. Take that. Take that. Okay. I think we can let the doctor know it's safe for him to run away. Yep, Darian is dead. He is. Oh, this is wonderful news. What are you going to do now? I see no reason to return to my old life. The town above those doesn't have any medical assistance, so I think I will go up there and help them. Thank you again for freeing me. Of course. See you later. Cass is overloaded, but it's fine. We're nearly back at the car now, so no problem. See, the door's been blown up. So this area here, in fact, it was this area that we came down into during the first game. There was basically just a shack in the desert, so I guess that reflects this somehow. The placing of it's all a bit off. I think we blocked this door. Yeah, I can't use this exit because... oh, I can. Okay, the lock was jammed on it, but somehow opened it from the inside. You've done it, friend. We're no longer under Darian's yoke. Thank you. I'm ready to accept your deal with NCR. Just have them send over one of the reps, and I will seal the deal. So that's Vault 15 taken care of. Do we have the parts? I keep forgetting. Yep, we did pick them up. Also, while we were dicking about, that happened.
Chosen, the village weakens. It is harder to touch your dreams. You must hurry, or we will all...
You will all what? Well, I think we all know what they will all. Because the village is dying. They made it clear. Thanks. Yep. Okay, cool. Anything you want to say? I think he says sorry we misjudged you or something like that. Yeah, I apologise for the cold shoulder earlier. It's alright, I didn't even speak to you. I don't know what you're talking about. We'll stick some stuff in the boot. Computer parts can go in there. That can as well. Those can because I don't need them. Keep... I think that's a spare one. I'm not going to use that anymore. Those are worth £1,000 each, worth selling. And that as well. Right, we'll deal with Cassidy's over encumbrance when we get back to NCR. But there we go. That's what we were looking for. Vault 13. No, not interested in rad scorpions. So here we are. Back where it all began. The very first game. Start off here. And we have returned to the site of our ancestor. Vault 13. Oh, yeah, I did say we'd deal with Cassidy's problem.
Yeah?
I think if I just take the flamer off you and fuel and that armor, you should be okay. I can't carry that much. Can't carry that much. Can I take the flamer? Yes. Oh, yes. Don't let me forget. While we're here, we can help them with a problem as well. Now, back in New Reno, we purchased a piece of tech from Eldridge at the gun shop. It was this. A circuit board with several unidentifiable parts, a microphone, and an inscription that reads Vault-Tec voice recognition module. We need that because, well, just because we do. Put the flamer in the boot because we don't need that at this point. That could go in the boot as well. So let's go and see what Vault 13 has in store. Now, the Overseer was fairly old when we were playing through the first game, so he's, you know, this is 80 years on, so it's safe to assume that he's dead. Just remains to be seen what has become of the vault. So we open the door and we are confronted with bloody death claws. But why aren't they attacking? Do not fear me, human. I do not intend to harm you. I am Gruthar, leader of this Deathclaw pack. Why have you come here? Kick your ass. How is it possible Deathclaw can talk and so well? I want to know what happened to the people who once lived here. I'm looking for something called a G.E.C.K. Investigating raids on the local Brahmin ranches. Well, I'm not, because I don't care anymore. Weston's dead, so I'm looking for the G.E.C.K. A G.E.C.K. Is that not a small lizard? No, it's not a lizard. Hey, that small lizard comment was really funny. That a relative of yours. Will you let me look for it? I am sorry I do not allow just anyone to wander these halls. I am responsible for the safety of all who live here and I must exercise caution. I can understand your concern. You don't know me well enough to trust me. What if I could help you out somehow and in return you allow me to look around? Gruther stares at you intently for a moment. You would be interested in helping us? Yes, I sense little evil in you. Very well, I shall place my trust. Little evil? We are a goddamn paragon of light, you know. You can trust us much further than you could throw us. There are machines here, machines built by humans. Deathclaw hands cannot use the machines. However, there is one machine that understands questions. I ask it to run the other machines and it obeys. This machine no longer listens. It will no longer run the other machines. We are running out of food and water. Something about Vault 13 that just seems to invite disaster. So he needs to repair the machine. Sounds like the voice recognition module has gone bad. Let's take a look. Thank you. The machine is in the Vault Control Center on the 3rd level. Yes, repair it, please do. I'm placing my trust in you. Please do not betray it. You're welcome. I won't let you down. So we'll quickly head down to level 3 and just make sure that their problem's solved. Gain a tidy amount of XP for that. We also need to speak to this gentleman here. I'm going to put my weapon away as a sign of respect. So you can see the old Overseer area has been replaced with this huge computer terminal. I don't think we should have any problem unlocking these. So we've got explosives in this one. What have we got in here? Got... Ooh, lovely. I will jump all over that like a tramp on chips. Right, need to rearrange. There's also a water chip in there as well. Interesting. Let's drop that, pick that up. Grab that. Grab that. Okay, we'll leave that in there for now. That is going to be very helpful. I'd completely forgotten that was there. But that's brilliant. That will give... Oh, we jammed the lock on that container. Hopefully there was nothing interesting in there. Yeah, I'd completely forgotten about that combat armor. That's going to make things a little bit better. I also got enough metal armor to outfit an entire squad. However, if we do pick Goris up, Goris is that guy there, then he can't wear armor, so he'll basically just be as is. These are very important. Without picking these up, it's pretty much impossible to do the last part of the game. Well, RB, how are you doing, Craig? I hope everything worked out for you at the squat. This is Dahlia again. Thanks to you, things worked out great. It's my pleasure to do what I could for you. So what can I help you with? Some questions. How did you come to be here? After I left the squat, I didn't know what to do with myself. I figured I'd just drift into another town and another hired gun job. I was wandering the desert trying to decide exactly where I should go. One day I was looking for a good place to camp. It was getting late and I didn't want to be out in the open after dark. Off in the distance, a ways, I thought I saw a campfire. So I sneak up on the camp. 2 deathclaws sitting around the fire just chatting away. Idiot that I am, I let out a little cry of surprise and jumped up and turned to run, right in the arms of another deathclaw standing right behind me. So yeah, they brought her in. She's not a prisoner, so she can go whenever she wants. Yeah. So she is just basically... Oh. Why are you worried about needing a place of safety? Broke my contract with my employer. Blah, blah, blah. Hunted and killed. Okay. Safe. You don't have to worry about retribution. You're welcome. Bye. Let's fix the computer. Computer. Once we've done that, I don't know how much that thing weighs, but it only weighs 1 pound. I've got this guy here. I'm Jim, or Jimmy. Can I ask you some questions? Isn't this the Vault Overseer room? Normally the Vault Overseer would be stationed here, but Vault 13 has been fully automated. Isn't that unusual? Don't know the full story, but at one point in the Vault's history there was a rebellion. The Overseer was either killed or overthrown. I'm not sure which. Anyway, the leaders of the revolution didn't want to entrust the fate of the people to another Overseer, so they installed this mainframe. Records say it was purchased from, oh, what was the name? Brotherhood of Steel. Okay. Doesn't know anything about them. The Brotherhood is was a military outfit, and there are some ruins of what appear to be a military base west of here. That may be what's left of them. So, as you will probably also remember, Mariposa military base from the first game was west of Shady Sands and Vault 13. A little hint as to where else we can go. So let's just get this installed. Get out of the way. You examine the computer terminal, but you can't find anything obviously wrong with it. What do you want to do? hit it in that special way, kick it in that special spot, run the diagnostic program. Certain the system should have a set of diagnostic routines available, however the keyboard input seems to have been disabled. The only thing left is to look inside. Peering into the massive cables and circuit boards, you find that the system has been deliberately sabotaged. One of the circuit boards, the voice recognition module, is beyond repair and must be replaced. Cool. Right, you install the module on the terminal, the system is repaired. Can we use the terminal? Welcome, Vault Dweller. For your convenience, the Vault-Tec terminal has been modified to respond to vocal commands. Switch to keyboard input mode. For the convenience of others, this terminal will automatically revert to vocal interface once you have anything of interest. After a bit of searching, you find 3 files that might be worth a look. Vault Dweller's Survival Guide, Abridged Version, Vault 13 Timeline, and Overseer Logs. Let's have a look at the guide. Latest in a series of public defence works from Vault-Tec, your contractor of choice when it comes to the best in nuclear shelters. Yada yada yada. Vault's series of survival shelters are designed from the ground up to provide the best chance of good life following nuclear Armageddon. It is the duty of every American citizen to learn and use the skills necessary for a comfortable vault life. The best place to start is with a description of your new home. Starting construction. So it started August 2063, ended in March 2069. Starting budget was $400 billion? Final budget with interest, $645 billion. Total number of occupants, 1,000 at capacity. Total duration, 10 years at capacity. Number of living quarters, 100. Hot bunking required if at maximum capacity. Okay. Door thickness, 4 yards. Steel. Earth coverage, 3,200,000 tons of soil at 200 feet. Computer control system, think machine. Primary power supply, geothermal. Secondary, General Atomics nuclear power reactor. Backup systems. Power requirements, 3.98 MKW, million kilowatts, I don't know. Stores, complete construction equipment. Hydro agricultural farms, water purification system from underground river. Defensive weaponry to equip 10 men or women. Communication, social and entertainment files for total duration. That's it. Vault Dwellers record information, and information is extremely valuable. In fact, it might be the most valuable weapon we have against the end of civilization, so pay attention. Vault-Tec has selected the Robco Industries Robco Pip-Boy 2000 as the personal information processor of choice. Yep, we all know what Pip-Boy is. Key to successful reintroduction of civilization following a massive scale nuclear war is people. Okay. Positive attitude. Should you encounter any fellow Vault Dwellers who are displaying a less than positive attitude, you're encouraged to report them to your Vault Overseer. Yeah, prepared with the latest in survival equipment. Thanks. Okay, so the timeline. As you read over the beginning of the timeline, you find it interesting that no reason is given for why the Vault didn't open 10 years after the Great War, as it was originally designed to. Browsing ahead, you don't find much of interest until the year 2161, when the Vault's only working water chip breaks down. You feel a surge of pride as you read about your grandfather being selected for the important task of leaving the Vault and scouring the wasteland for a replacement water chip. However, it feels a little odd seeing your tribe's most revered legend told in simple bullet point format. Continuing down the timeline, you read of your grandfather's success and subsequent exile, how several of the Vault Dwellers chose to join him, rather than remain in the relative safety of the Vault. You also discover the Overseer was eventually tried and executed by the remaining Vault Dwellers. The final entry in the timeline is dated May of 2242. It seems that for the first time Vault 13 was sent an all-clear signal from an unknown source. After some debate, the Vault Dwellers decided to open the Vault doors and see what awaited them on the surface world. There's no record of what happened to them after that. There is a key piece of information in the intro that gives you an idea of what happened when the all clear was sent. Overseer logs. Attempt to hack. After several long minutes of working with your technical magic, you manage to hack your way into the Overseer's logs. However, it seems that every entry except the final one has been deleted. Let's see what the Overseer had to say. This is it. Consider these my final words, as I doubt I'll live to write another entry. Oh no, the people of the vault have spoken, and they've made it quite clear that they want my head. I knew this day would come, ever since he managed to rile them up by doing the impossible. Sure, he saved all our lives, but he also ruined everything. Let it be known that I took little joy in exiling our great hero, but I had no choice in the matter. His adventures in the outside world had changed him too much, sorry. He was too great a threat to the project. Had I let him remain among us, he might have uncovered the true nature of the vaults and jeopardised the experiment. Even if he didn't, he'd at least inspire others to venture outside, which would be just as bad. He simply had to go. There was no other option, but even that wasn't enough. No, I'm afraid the damage had already been done. I allowed his most stubborn supporters to follow him into exile and then tried to reassert my control over those who remained. But it was no use. I'd already been vilified. So be it. The only thing I'm guilty of is an entire lifetime of carrying out the demands of our great nation. My only regret is that Vault 13 is not likely to complete the social experiment. Once I've been disposed of, I feel certain the others will leave the vault. Not right away, of course. I've instilled too much fear in them of the outside world. But eventually, they're bound to overcome that fear. I have very little faith that Vault 13 will remain closed until 2277, as the experiment dictates. I'm afraid I've failed my duty as overseer. I can only hope that the rest of the public vaults involved in the societal preservation program have been more successful. To my superiors, who I'm certain will one day read this, forgive me, and may God bless America. Okay. So, having a look for more information about this societal project, you're able to locate a few hidden documents concerning the societal preservation program. As you read over them, you uncover a rather disturbing truth about the vaults. They were never intended to save the population of the United States. Incredibly, all 122 of Vault-Tech's public vaults were part of a grand social experiment orchestrated by the US government. Only 17 of those vaults, dubbed as control vaults, were designed to function correctly. It seems Vault 8 was one of the lucky few. The rest were meant to have various critical flaws, so that the government could study the pre-selected occupants and see how they react to the stresses of their situations, and how well they're able to recolonise once the vaults open. Vault 13's role in the experiment was to remain closed for 200 years, to test the effects of prolonged isolation. Apparently the breaking down of the water chip was unintended, and forced the overseer to improvise by selecting your grandfather to go out and fetch a new chip. After some digging around, you managed to find a description of some of the other vault experiments. So Vault 12, that was the vault under Necropolis. Vault 12's door was designed never to close, so that the assholes behind the experiment could study the effects of radiation on the selected population. If you recall the legend correctly, Vault 12 was located under the ghoul-filled city of Necropolis, where the Vault Dweller finally found the water chip. It seems quite likely that the ghouls were the result of this experiment. Vault 15, another key location in the Vault Dweller's quest, was to be populated by people with radically diverse ideologies that would be sealed in the vault together for 50 years. Vault 27 was to be purposefully overcrowded with 2,000 people, double the maximum capacity that couldn't have been pretty. Vault 29 was meant to be populated only by those under the age of 16, with their parents purposefully redirected to other vaults. Vault 34's experiment involved an armoury overstocked with weapons and ammo, and of course not provided with a lock. How pleasant. Vault 36 suffered from food extruders that were designed to produce only a thin, watery gruel, while Vault 42 was outfitted only with dim lighting and no light bulbs. Of over 40 watts were provided. Vault 53's equipment was designed to break down every few months. While repairable, the constant breakdowns were meant to test the stress of the inhabitants. You wonder how many expert mechanics and technicians that Vault produced. Vault 55 would have all its entertainment tapes removed, while Vault 56 would have all its entertainment tapes removed with the exception of one featuring a particularly bad comic actor. Vault 68 was to be occupied by 999 males with only one female. You can only imagine the horrors that took place there. Vault 69, on the other hand, was to be occupied with 999 females and only one male. Interesting. Vault 70's jumpsuit extruders were designed to fail after 6 months. And finally, Vault 106 was designed so that 10 days after being sealed, it would begin releasing psychoactive drugs into the air filtration system. Vault 106, is that in Fallout 3? Because you do go to a vault in Fallout 3 that's got psychoactive compounds in the air filtration system. I wonder if that's the same one. Okay. This Deathclaw here is guarding the hatchery. What is this place? It's the hatchery, pack mother inside, eggs inside. I guard all of pack. I guard all of pack guard. Don't know why I couldn't read that. I'd like to speak to the mother. You wait. I ask mother. Okay. She talk to you. You go in, but you go alone. Friends stay here. You stay here, Cassidy. You speak to the Deathclaw mother. A human visitor is an unexpected but not unwelcome event, so you're the Deathclaw mother. Yes, I am the current pack mother. After my eggs hatch, the other mothers will have their turn. There are other mothers. Yes, there are more mothers. Should anything happen to me, one will be chosen to take my place. The pack must survive. I understand. Who is the Deathclaw father? These eggs were sired by Gruthar, the pack leader. It's Gruthar who decides who will mate and who will not. The pack will be made strong by Gruthar. What happened to the door? It looks like it's seen better days. That's a painful memory. Treacherous humans sneaked in here and planted a bomb among the eggs while I was asleep. Fortunately, he was not stealthy leaving, and I awoke to find the bomb. There was not enough time to deal with the device properly, so I threw it at the door and placed myself between the eggs. Well, it and the eggs. The eggs and I survived, the door did not. What happened to the person who did this? His name is Matt, and he's a prisoner here. Personally, I wanted him dead, but Gruthar would not allow it. I do not see the wisdom in this, but Gruthar's word is law, and he will be obeyed. He cannot be trusted. The guard was added after this incident occurred. We were more trusting back then. Now we are more careful. Let's see. He got the parts from a settlement northeast of here. That's nice. Okay, that's all she has to say. So there's lots of eggs in there. And there's a little tiny Deathclaw roaming around as well. So we'll speak to Goris, who is the guy in the robe here. Hello, I'm Goris. I don't recognise you. Are you new here? I'm Craig. I'm from outside the vault. It's a pleasure to meet you. So you're an outsider. I've seen a few like you. Some are staying here in the vault, but you look different. You appear to be more seasoned, if you know what I mean. I bet you've been around a bit. Yes, I've had some adventures. So if you wouldn't mind answering some questions for me, I could tell you some of my adventures in return. It's a deal. What are you doing here? Student of sorts, trying to learn as much as I can about the world and the different cultures that have been developed. So he's comparing Deathclaw societal development to human society. So you're a scholar. That's quite an accomplishment. Are you a prisoner? Nope. Nobody's really a prisoner here. Everyone can kind of come and go as they please. What happened to the people who used to live here? They were captured by a group called the Enclave. Gruthar and the pack were forced to aid in their capture. They had no choice since they were slaves at the time. The fate of the humans has weighed heavily on Gruthar's mind. He's never really forgiven himself for his complicity in the affair. So they were taken alive. At the start of the game, it does show a bunch of Enclave troops arriving and just basically mini-gunning the people who opened the door. So obviously some died, some got taken. Do you think the Deathclaws are a threat to humans? The potential's there, especially when you take their new intelligence into account. However, I don't think that Gruthar and his pack pose a threat. They all seem to respect life and personal freedom above all else. I don't expect you to take my word on this. How long have you been here? A few months. I came here from the coast a while back. You weren't long on that answer. Care to tell me more? So I'm sure you noticed they've had their intelligence enhanced by some means not understood to them. It was done by a group called the Enclave. It seems they needed an army, and they chose Deathclaws because of their ferocity, physical prowess, and, well, you get the picture. Okay. So basically, from this, you gather that the Enclave have been messing around with a virus. the FEV from the first game was shown to increase, you know, muscle growth and cause mutation. So it's pretty easy to figure that that's what's been done to the Deathclaw. I've kept my part of our bargain and answered all your questions. Now, how about those adventure stories you promised? Gladly, it's a pleasure to talk to you. I'm looking for a travelling companion. Goris hesitates and you get the feeling you're being carefully scrutinised. I'd be honoured to join you. Cool. So we've now got Goris as a companion. One of these computers you can use to no effect. That's a bit of a stupid thing to say, but... Is Goris loping around in his robes? I can't remember which one it is you can use. Let's try the main computer. There's a kid up there as well. Okay, I was pretty certain you could use one of the machines in here, but might not be the case. Right, we did leave some stuff in one of these lockers. I can't remember which one it was. Probably this one. Nope. That's the one that we locked. Where is it? It's definitely one of these. Oops, didn't want to use science. I want to use lockpick. Not lockpick, steel. What am I doing? Get it together. Okay, well, I definitely put... Oh, right, it's in here. Oop doop. I do want to take some stuff, so I'm going to give some... Oh, there he is. Give some stuff to Goris. Okay. Don't want to ask him about his gear, because he doesn't use any. Take that, because I don't need it at the moment. Take that as well. What's weight so much then? I guess it's all the ammo and stuff that I've got on me. But I definitely want that sniper rifle back. And that as well, if I can take it. Take the water chip, just because. Not too bothered about the combat shotgun. Okie dokie. I am just going to try this computer here as well, because I was positive there was something you could get from using the computers in here. Even if it is just a little dialogue option, but I could be wrong. Yeah, I am. Never mind. So if we head down to level 2, there's a few more people we can talk to. And then that's basically everything that we need to do in here. Ah, I know what was in that locker. The G.E.K's in there. It's fine though, we don't need to actually get it. Kruthar gets it for us when we report we've fixed everything. So this is Matt. This is the guy who tried to sabotage the Deathclaw. Who are you? My name's Matt. Does it matter? No. Not really. Are you a prisoner? Yes, as a matter of fact, I am. I stumbled upon this place and got myself captured by the Deathclaws. They give me freedom of movement within the lower levels of the vault, but I can never go to level 1 where the exit is. Why? Because unlike the rest of these sheep who live here, I recognise them as the threat to humanity. A threat to humanity. Okay. I trust them. Ah, you're a fool to trust them. If you change your mind, come back to get me. So yeah, you can side with him, and he tries to get you to attack the Deathclaw with him. Kind of suicide if you ask me, but fine. I didn't see you standing there. Why are you so down? I was born 2 months premature. When I was 1, I was dropped on the porch. When I was 2, I had pneumonia. When I was 3, I got the chicken pox. When I was 4, I fell down the stairs and broke 6 ribs. When I was 5, my uncle was decapitated by a watermelon. When I was 6, my parents hit me in the head with a shovel. When I was 7, I lost my right index finger to my pet rat. When I was 8, my dog Spike got hit by a tractor. When I was 9, my mother lost her arm to a rabid Brahmin. When I was 10, my sister was torn to bits by a pack of dogs. When I was 11, my grandfather killed himself because I was ugly. When I was 12, my grandmother killed herself because I was ugly. When I was 13, my father poked out his eyes with a pitchfork in a drunken stupor. When I was 14, my brother lost his hand to a wallaby. When I was 15, my aunt choked to death on a chicken bone. When I was 16, I lost my cousin to a badger. When I was 17, I cut off my left big toe with a hoe. When I was 18, my father lost his right leg to the same tractor that killed my dog. When I was 19, he's just like, oh God, I get the picture. What's currently bothering you? Well, there I was travelling through the desert. When suddenly my Brahmin falls over dead. About then I realised I was low on water and I hadn't had a drink in quite a while. Later my bones began to ache, my head started to hurt, my bowels became loose and I got this rash that just wouldn't go away. It was time to sit down and die. There I was sitting in the desert waiting for the world to swallow my miserable existence when a pack of Deathclaws shows up. I'm thinking to myself, this is it, now I can die, I can wind up as a pile of Deathclaw shit in the middle of the desert. But no, fate had yet another cruel card to play against me. You see, the Deathclaw didn't kill me, instead they gave me water, brought me here, gave me this room, gave me food, cleaned me up, and now they won't let me leave. Okay. To make matters worse, they started giving me some sort of medication. It was making me gassy, so I stopped taking it. And it's a good thing I did. It did some sort... I think it was some sort of mind control pill because I started to feel like things weren't actually as bad as I thought. Anyway, that's about it. Just waiting for the dinner bell to chime so they can feast on my bloated body. Please tell me that you don't have any children. Nope. When I turned 22, this strange fungus started to grow on my test... Stop. I don't want to know. So that's Dave, Mr. Depression. Charming guy. Okay, back to level 1. Oh, there is one more guy down there. Again, not essential, but we'll do it just because he's there. It's this robed guy in here. Welcome, traveller. I'm called Gordon. I'm the Shrine Keeper. Pleasure to meet you. I'm Craig, the Chosen One. This shrine is dedicated to an unnamed hero known only as the Vault Dweller. He or she was the saviour of all who lived here several decades ago. Excuse me. We do not know what became of our saviour. Yada, yada, yada. What can you tell me? It seems to be honourable. Yep. Why do you stay here? My place is here at the shrine. I will not leave it willingly. Okay. How long have you been here? Lived here all my life in this vault. That's a long time. Then you were here when the Deathclaws took over? No, my friend, I was not. I left a few months ago to visit the statue of the Vault Dweller erected in the central court of the NCR. When I returned to the vault, I found the Deathclaws were already here. So this has literally been... I mean, the situation with the Deathclaw seems to sort of be a recent thing from what this guy's saying. It's only been like a couple of months or so. Anyway, that's everybody spoken to in Vault 13. Except for some of the Deathclaw who you can speak to, but it's not exactly riveting conversation, so we won't bother. You've restored my faith in the humans. I thank you for all that you've done for the pack. Is there something that I can do for you in return? You said you'd let me know if you had found a G.E.C.K here. Did you locate one? Let me see. He leaves, then returns a moment later, awkwardly clutching some kind of metallic case in his large claws. Yes, there was this G.E.C.K in the vault storage room. It's yours with my thanks. Hey, so we picked up quite a bit of XP there. 5 grand for fixing the computer, and 4 for getting the G.E.C.K, which was the main quest. There she is. The Garden of Eden Creation Kit. This unit is standard equipment for all Vault-Tec vaults. Not true, actually. The vaults that got the G.E.C.K were pre-selected. So some did, some didn't. Joseph the Herbalist. Can I ask you some questions? Can you leave if you want? Yes, can and often do. What can you tell me? Deathclaws appear to be mutated Jackson's chameleons, the horn variety. A lot of similarities still present. They do not have vocal cords. The Deathclaw seem to mimic human speech much the same as a parrot does. Okay. I'm impressed with your knowledge. So he was gathering herbs and came across a wounded Deathclaw and his companions. And they brought him back because he can heal people. And they needed a doctor. Right, I'm going to give Goris some stuff because I'm carrying too much. I'm going to have a rejig of my inventory once we get out of here. But the next thing to do, in fact, what kind of opens the story up a little bit is there's no reason not to head back to Arroyo now because we've got what we need to fix the problem with the village and solve the issue with the drought and the crops failing.
Chosen.
But
Chosen. Do you hear me? The village dies. All of our futures die too. We have little left in both time and essence. Hurry. Hurry.
oh god, what's happened? So that's the final vision thing you get from Harkonnen. Is there any particular reason we can't move? Oh, that's right, yeah. Once that happens... Oh no, it does work. I thought for some reason that you couldn't travel back to Arroyo through the map screen once that happens. No, we won't. I don't really want to encounter anything on the way back. Travelling through this area is usually quite dangerous. There's mutated creatures, occasional enclave patrols. But we're nearly home. I should really stop and deal with the Morton brothers, but... Nope. So, here we are.
Chosen. The shadow of darkness arrived before you.
What happened?
Dark souls came. They took everyone.
Dark Souls, what do you mean?
A rush of wind came. On it were great dragonflies that spat flame. Evil men crawled from the beasts' bellies and brought death to our warriors.
Our warriors couldn't stop them.
The spirit was willing, but the spearheads were weak. The evil ones burned our warriors with the lights of hell.
They killed everyone.
All were dead or taken. My spirit returned to flesh only to reveal the truth to the chosen.
What happened to the ones taken?
A strange mist stole their minds and sent them to the land of sleep. The evil ones walked among the dreamers, yet did not dream.
And then?
The beasts swallowed all, then took to the winds.
Which way were the winds that they followed going?
Did you never listen when I taught you the yearly dance of the wind spirits? South, of course.
Your descriptions were so vivid and powerful, Great Harkonnen, that I was often stricken senseless for the duration of your lessons.
Yes, they travelled the wind south. I overheard the Dark Soul speaking. They plan to rest their beasts at a place named Navarro before crossing the great basin of our Earth Mother's tears.
What shall I do?
For me, nothing. Chosen, you must seek the fold of the Dark Ones and rescue our people.
I will try.
You are the Chosen. You must do.
First time I understood what you... He's dead. Oh, Harkonnen. So yeah, you can see there, Harkonnen's dead. The bridge has been cut. Got a couple of dead warriors on the other side. Villager. So on that cliffhanger, literal cliffhanger, we will leave it there. Yeah, looks like we've got some pretty important stuff to be getting on with next episode. So we will get to that next time. But for now, thanks very much, and I will see you next time.